Hello and welcome. You are learning AWS organization. Inside AWS organization, the main component is service control policy. What is service control policy? How we are using this service control policy and various examples of service control policy. We have covered all of this in the previous video. This video is all about action. Means here in this video we are going to perform practical about service control policy. So let's start this. As you know that SCP is part of AWS organization, and AWS organization is only useful if you have multiple AWS accounts. I want you to understand everything from zero. So right now I am going to set up hierarchy of AWS organization first. Then we are going to understand how we can create service control policy. So here I have two AWS account. This is my main AWS account and the main AWS account name is CloudFolks Hub. I have another AWS account as well. I will add this account into the organization and this account name is actually account A. So first of all, this will be my management account, means main account. I'm going to manage all my organization from here. So I'm going to the AWS organization. If you are going to open this first time, you will get one option to enable AWS organization. You have to enable this, and once you will enable this, you will get screen like this. This is root of my AWS organization, and in the root I have first account which is my management account, which is CloudFolks Hub. So from here I am going to add new AWS account. First of all I am going to add this. So let's go to the add an AWS account. I have one account, so I am going to say invite an existing account. Okay, going to enter this and let's say that hi, and now I'm going to invite this account. This account means account A, and this is email address of account A root. Okay, so let me click on send invitation. Now I just sent invitation that hey account A root, please join my organization. I have email address of Bhavesh Atara open here, and if you look at this, here I got the email invitation. Your AWS account has been invited to join AWS organization, and now I am going to accept this invitation. Sorry, I have to open this into the Microsoft browser, otherwise it will not going to work over here. Okay, so let me copy link address and let me paste over here. Now I have to accept invitation. I have to make sure that right now I am in the account A, and now I am accepting this particular invitation. So what I can say that right now account A accepted this particular invitation, and if you refresh this over here, okay, you will get account A as well. So look at this. Here we have root, inside this we have account A and CloudFolks Hub. CloudFolks Hub is a management account, means main account of the organization, and you can add multiple account like account A, B, C, but we have only two accounts, so I just added one account A over here. Now I want 3-layer hierarchy to explain you all practical, so I'm going to add one organization unit over here as well. So let me select root, going to the action, and here I am going to create new. Now here I am giving name sandbox because in the example I am going to use same name as well. So let's say that create organization unit. Now I have this organization unit, but in this organization unit I don't have any account, so I want to transfer my account A into this particular organization unit. So select account A, going to the action, going to move, and here I am moving this account into the sandbox. Now here you will understand the whole hierarchy. I have root, inside root I have sandbox, and inside sandbox I have account A. Okay, this is the first part of a process. Now I am going to the policy, and if you look at over here, we have service control policy. By default, your service control policy is disabled. I am going to enable this policy. Now, once you enable this particular policy, okay, here you will get one default policy, which is full AWS access policy. We already discussed about full access policy, which is a default one, yesterday. If you don't have any idea, you can watch this video first and then you can come back. As you know that full AWS access policy is giving full permission, and here it is by default attached with all the components. It is attached with account A, it is attached with a CloudFolks hub, it is attached with the root, it is also attached with the sandbox. So whatever, any OU, any account, root, everything you have, by default this particular policy full access is already attached with any of this. In the future, if you are going to create any if you will add any new account, or if you are going to create any new organization unit, this will be added. Okay, this policy will attach automatically with this. Now we have to understand the whole concept, right? So what I am doing right now, if you look at this, okay, we have account A. We have also enabled policy here. It is service control policy. In the service control policy, we have full AWS access, and this policy is also attached with sandbox organization unit, and it is also attached with account A. But my question here is, this particular full access really giving permission to account A? No. It is not giving any permission to account A, because SCP is used to control permission. It is not used to assign permission. Now how I can clarify this? So what I am doing right now, see, right now I am going to the account A. Okay, inside account A I am going to IAM. I am going to create one user, IAM user. Okay, so let me create this user, create user. Now here I am going to give name user A. Okay, user A. Let me give name like user A admin. Yes, I want to provide console access. I am going to set up custom password for this user. Okay, I don't want user to log in like going to change the password. Let me click on next. Here I am not going to assign or attach any policy with this particular user. Why? Because I want to tell you that IAM policy is the main part over here. Okay, if you are not going to attach IAM policy with your user is not going to get permission. Here we have this policy SCP is attached, but SCP is for boundary. It is not used to assign permission. Okay, so right now I am just going to create this next, and let me click on create user. Now return to the user list, and here we have user A admin. Okay, now I have to go to this, going to open in private window, and here I am going to log in as a user of account A. What do you think? What are the resources this user can access? User A admin. Now I am logged in as a user A admin of account A. But am I able to access anything? Probably not. Why? Because IAM is the main permission requirement, IAM policy. Okay, so if I am going to open any services over here, let's say that if I am going to the EC2, See, API error. If I am going to the S3, it is not possible to access any services. Why? Because in order to get service access, okay, I'm just going to create one bucket because I want you to see this. Is it allowing me or not? Failed. And if I go to the Lambda, okay, it will not allow me to create a Lambda. See. So I don't have any permission. Why I am telling you this? Because I want you to understand that here, whatever the permission, full AWS access that you have assigned, okay, it is not affecting anything over here because this policy is not for giving permission, it is used to control the permission. If you have IAM permission, how you can control this IAM permission is the main use case of SCP. And you have to remember this particular statement from the last video as well. Action must be allowed by IAM policy and not explicitly denied by SCP to process. Okay, so action must be allowed by IAM is the first requirement. So now what I am doing, I am going to give permission to our user. So right now I am logged in as a root. This is a root of account A. I have this user A, admin. I am going to select this user and here I am going to add permission. Here I am going to give permission by attaching policy directly and I am going to give administrative access. Okay, administrator access to this user. Next, add, done. As I have added this user, I just provide permission, administrator permission to this user can access everything. Okay, let's try this. See, I am going to refresh Lambda. Yes, it is allowing me to do this. If I am going to open EC2, yes. If I am going to open S3, it will allow me to create bucket as well because right now, see, I am able to see this bucket as well. Even I can create my test new bucket 1, 2, 3, and if I were to click on create bucket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bucket name must be unique. This is what the requirement is. Okay, so it is allowing me to create the bucket as well. I got full permission. Okay, now you may have another question that okay, you just created one user, you assigned the permission to this user, you assign IAM permission to this user. Now what is the role of SCP here? Right, now the role of SCP is going to start. Let me explain you this. First of all, you need to understand this particular picture. If you look at into this picture, see how SCP works with allow. Right now, our user, okay, our user Mr. A is able to access all the three services. Why? Because there is a IAM policy attached with the allow with this user. First, IAM policy with allow attached with this user. This is already done. If you want to verify, you can also verify. Let me see this. See, I am right now in the root and we have attached this policy, IAM policy. Because of this, user A is able to access everything. One. Now we have SCP as well. And if you look at this, in order to allow SCP, okay, you must have full access SCP policy attached at root level, at OU level and at account level. Okay, and it is there. How I can tell you? See, now I am going to the AWS organization, right? I am going to the AWS organization. We have full AWS access policy over here, and this policy is actually attached with root, full access, with sandbox, OU, full access, and with account A. So right now we have plus plus plus. Right now, if you look at this user is able to create everything because we have positive permission from all the three levels. From root, we have full access SCP. Here we have full access SCP. Here we have full access SCP. And the final I am full access means I am administrative access is also there. So everything is positive, and at the end we are getting like user A is getting permission and everything is working good. But we want to understand how this SCP is working, and specifically when we are talking about SCP, SCP is always working with the deny option. So here, as per last video, we used to understand all these three scenarios. I am going to execute this scenario step by step. Okay. Now, in order to set up this scenario, I have to create two policy. One, deny S3 access and deny EC2 access. Okay. So I am going to create this policy first. So right now, going to the CloudFolks account, going to the policy, going to the service control. Here I am going to click on create policy. Here, sorry, I know that you want to watch full video, but full video is now not available on YouTube. If you want to watch full video, I want you to go to our website. When you will go to our website, you will find out our course 100 Days YouTube Challenge. I want you to enroll for this course by paying only 499 rupees for lifetime if you are from India. If you are from outside of India, you just need to pay $7 US. Once you will enroll to this course, you are going to get all full videos over there on our portal. You are also going to get certificate after completing the course, and we have just uploaded 120 videos. We are going to upload another 120 videos as well. So there will be total 240 videos. I hope we are going to meet inside the class. Thank you very much.